in the Den with the TRU Wolfpack.
Two Wolfpack CIS teams were looking to keep alive their playoff hopes this weekend. It didn't happen for men's basketball. They lost both games to the Trinity Western Spartans to be officially knocked out of the chase. At the same time, with their win over the Wolfpack in the second game, it allowed the Spartans to lock up a berth, so it will be UBC, Victoria, Fraser Valley, and Trinity Western from the Pacific Division. The women swept 2 games from TWU, and with 3 games remaining, they're in second place, a points tie with UBC. 2 back of Fraser Valley. The Wolfpack will face the Cascades in 2 games next weekend. They are the senior citizens on their teams, having spent much of their lives perfecting the art and the craft of basketball. 4 players from Thompson Rivers University are now close to completing their final season for the Wolfpack. Kevin Probilski has shown dedication and discipline to the men's team, while 3 dominant players for the women's squad are looking to achieve the ultimate prize.
Driving down the court took an interesting turn for Kevin Probilski. He transferred to TRU after playing 2 years at Simon Fraser University. Probilski followed his coach at the time to Kamloops. It's a move he's glad to have made.
It's been a wonderful experience. You meet so many new people, and it's I like, it's a smaller city, right? So you can interact with more people and a more variety of people.
We gotta get back.
Head coach Scott Clark has seen Kevin's game improve on the court, both as a player and a leader. Probilski began university basketball as a soft-spoken freshman.
And I can remember being at practice at Simon Fraser and, yelling at him to communicate that, hey, start talking. We need you to be the best communicator on the floor. And it was a forced situation, and now he's a kid that, is probably the best communicator on the floor.
While the men's team will see one of their seniors graduate, the women's squad will have 3 key players move on. One of them is perhaps the best women's basketball player to lace up for the Wolfpack. Diane Schutze has seen her team improve to their best season this year.
My first year, we only won 3 games, so finishing off with this record is kind of cool. It's kind of a cool high to go on, but there's greater things that we want to accomplish, so that's what we're striving for right now.
Diane Schutze dominates in the paint, but 2 other seniors, Tracy Cokes and Jen Ju, provide critical outside support. The 3 seniors have a lot of respect for each other's game.
Tracy is a shooter and attacking the basket, really aggressive, shoots it with her double-double rebounds, triple-double rebounds, and putbacks all the time. It's, you can't ask for more.
We're all natural leaders, and I think that everyone respects us, and that helps a lot if they buy into what we sell. And we buy into what the coach sells, and it all works together.
With big expectations, it's not clear how far they'll go in this year's playoffs. But these seniors had been chosen to lead this team.
They are the foundation to this program. They're the ones that I recruited 5 years ago that I was going to build around, and they've all done their job to help this program get to where it is today.
Each year, seniors must move on, encouraged to pursue bigger and better dreams in the future. And for the teams they leave, it's an opportunity for new players to step in and existing players to step up. Gareth Maddock-Jones, CFJC Sports.
Men's volleyball was desperate to put together a pair of wins to keep their faint playoff hopes alive, hosting the Mount Royal Cougars from Calgary. And with so much on the line, the Wolfpack came out with too little fire in their bellies. The Mount Royal jumped out to big leads and went on to win the first 2 sets, 25-21, 25-17. The Wolfpack took a close third set, 25-23, but then lost in the fourth, 25-16. Coach Pat Henley says quiet and inconsistent play has been the Wolfpack trademark since returning from the Christmas break, and now it has cost them any chance of being in the postseason. The Wolfpack will miss the playoffs for a 2nd straight year. They did manage to bounce back with a solid effort Sunday afternoon to sweep the Mount Royal Cougars, but with Saturday's loss, it was too late. The Wolfpack will finish their season on home court next weekend against Winnipeg. And the TRU women will close out a disappointing season by also hosting the University of Winnipeg. They were swept in both matches by Mount Royal this weekend to fall to 0-20.
It's time for this week's Wolfpack Coaches Tip, brought to you by Strauss Herb Company.
Hello, my name is Keith Lundgren, the head coach of the women's volleyball program at Thompson Rivers University. Today we're going to be learning about setting. We're going to show you a drill that our setters like to use to get immediate feedback from their setting skills. We'll be setting into a basketball hoop. We'll show you how the progressions work during the drill. So in this drill, we want to focus on the setter's hands. We call that the platform. We want the thumb and index finger to be the same distance apart. We also want our setter to have her weight on her right foot, as well as we want to see the hands mirroring each other on the release.
In 3 games against the Selkirk Saints earlier this season, the Wolfpack hockey team was outscored 26-5, all defeats. Well, this weekend they met again, and this time it was much closer. The Wolfpack had a 4-2 third period lead before the league-leading Saints rallied to win in overtime, but the 1 point for the overtime loss didn't allow TRU to move into sole possession of third place ahead of the University of Victoria.
Looking for a fun and affordable time out with the family? Take in a TRU Wolfpack game. Schedules, scores, and news about the TRU Wolfpack teams are online. Just go to the Wolfpack website at tru.ca/athletics. TRU, it's your university.